Vinit Goenka, since Arvind Kejriwal trained his guns on your party, let me begin with you. You've heard the Chief Minister there, a series of very serious allegations. He says, going by your current yardstick, 80% of Delhi can be termed illegal. Are you going to destroy 80% of the city? Are you going to render 63 lakh people homeless and ruin their lives with bulldozers? He also accuses you of allowing these illegal structures to come up in the first place in the last 15 years because you've been in charge of the MCD over the last 3 terms. He says you've done this, your party has done this in exchange for bribes, and now you are bulldozing people's lives. Your response?
Thank you. You have asked 9-10 questions in one go. Let me try and answer each of them.
मैं तो कोट कर रही थी चीफ मिनिस्टर को. Go ahead.
नहीं बढ़िया है आपने बताया. So one, people don't take Arvind ji very seriously and don't take his allegations seriously. You have heard this man even in the oxygen shortage case where then he was wrapped by the court. So when he claims tall claims are there, then he goes and apologizes in court because be it be allegations on some other leaders or maybe the oxygen case, we have seen the way he creates panic, tries to do this and woo people. Now he's the same gentleman who did not act in the Madanpur Khadar case where Rohingyas were there. Just because Rohingyas were staying there, and then UP government had to come and clear their land, which was in Delhi, which was irrigation land. So he does this purely to protect one section of society which are illegal encroachers, and they are Rohingyas. He does not have any heart bleeding for the common man or the larger society. One number part. Number two, let me tell you, last 4 years he's sitting on a file which we have requested him to approve so that there can be electricity connection being given or water connection being given to those 50,000 flats which are ready to be dispersed to the economical weaker section, project affected people. Is deliberately not doing that because it will the name of central government will go. I'll also like to tell the people and the audience who are there on your particular show here right now. There was a scheme which was called as credit linked subsidy scheme, which is to give 2.67 lakh rupees for individuals as a credit in the principal amount so that the capital or the principal outstanding would go down. Not a single case was presented by Delhi government, not a single case. 16,000 direct applications were received which were honored by central government at that particular scheme. So लोगों को घर देना तो छोड़ दीजिए, उनके application को नहीं दिया. Number 2, घर में गैस होना उस टीम को नहीं दिया. आयुष्मान भारत वेयर पुअर पीपल कैन गेट बेनिफिट, जहां गरीब आदमी को दवाई मिलेगी.
अलग बात हो गई ना विनीत जी. Let's stick to the subject of demolitions. Come on. Let's stick to demolitions. Schemes
of central governments which are Prime Minister Awas Yojana. And let me tell you the figures and let for the benefit of your viewers, 28,449 houses were sanctioned physically, and this I'm quoting about is 9th May 2022 data. Whereas how many grounded, how many sanctioned? 67,000 houses were grounded in this particular scheme. And how many completed? 51,000. But not a single case received from Aam Aadmi Party led government. Let me remind you again, delivery has been done by central government for 51,000 plus houses. This gentleman has not done this. He has deliberately avoided this. And how much was the central assistance? 653 crore rupees been sanctioned right now. It is still sanctioned when I'm talking to you. And 624 crore rupees has been delivered when we have been talking. But not a single case comes from Delhi government.
Okay. I will get Siddharth Sharma. I will get Siddharth Sharma to respond to all of these allegations. But Vinit ji, I have a follow-up question for you, which is this. This is for Vinit Goenka. Isn't it true, Vinit Goenka, that in the 2020 Delhi Assembly elections, the BJP claimed to have legalized 1,734 illegal colonies in Delhi? Isn't it true that both the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party were rushing to claim credit for it? Therefore, I'm asking you a simple question. Why destroy people's homes and livelihoods now? The other question that Arvind Kejriwal
has you asked me this question. Let me answer this first before I hear your second question.
Okay, ji, bataiye.
Because नहीं तो लोगों की जगह Delhi is a place where the issue of illegal settlements, unauthorized colonies, Juggis came in 2008. And since then, there was a demand by people in Delhi that there should be done there. Prime Minister Modi promised, जहां जुग्गी वही मकान. जहां आपका जुग्गी का क्योंकि किसी की गलती से बने, किसी के चालाकी से बने, किसी के बदमाशी से बनी होगी. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने बदमाशी तब भी की थी और अभी भी कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आपको घर मिलेगा. और कितना घर मिलेगा? तो उसके नीचे कई लाख सैंक्शन हुए थे. प्रिपरेशन भी हुआ. He deliberately sits on the file, does not clear the file of the people. Yet, DDA and Prime Minister Prime Minister Awas Yojana sanctions these places and they're ready to deliver this particular part. My folded hand request to him is कि गरीब आदमी को बेघर ना रखे.
चलिए point taken.
जहाँ वहाँ उनको घर देना
Vinit
चाहते हैं,
point taken.
authorized colony देना
You
चाहते हैं.
are saying
But he
the chief
wants to
minister
protect
deliberately
Neha
sits on
Neha
these
ji,
files,
last 10 seconds.
is not
He wants to
implementing
only
central
protect
government
who he
schemes.
has.
But bulldozers तो आप चला रहे हैं sir. Bulldozers तो आप चला रहे हैं ना.
Like Amanatullah Khan, who's been declared as to be bad character.
Acha. Okay. I will come back to you, Vinit ji. This is a senior Supreme Court lawyer speaking. He is former Advocate General of Madhya Pradesh. Anup Chaudhary says that number one,
I heard him.
who has defined, I still have the right to ask a question. Who has even defined what is legal, what is illegal? Nobody here seems to know what an encroachment is. Suddenly, on your whims and fancies, you decide to run bulldozers over people's homes. No due process is being followed. Notices are not being given. People are being given no time to either prove their case in a court of law or to even present their papers before your agencies. On top of that, you've also been accused of targeting a particular community. Respond to that and then respond to the allegation that Kejriwal has made. And I was trying to ask you this question earlier. Should the MCD be doing this at a time when it is actually due for elections? Shouldn't we at least wait for the next term to begin?
Thank you. You asked me and repeated the question 7-8 times, and so I can't forget any of the questions. And I'll answer each of the question if you give me time without interruption. I hope that the Advocate General does not do a contempt of the court, because if you read the court judgment of 6th May 2022, I repeat 6th May 2022, where the acting CG Bipin Sanghvi and Justice Naveen Chawla has given 2 weeks to take action on unauthorized colonies, and it has directed the police to have sufficient coverage for the drive. So please understand, if there is a court order, it will be implemented. So don't jump to guns and don't use the words called as hasty decisions or madness, because this does not suit your stature and your channel. These have been taken, and if you want to do a contempt, I leave it to yourself whether you want to do the contempt. 1. Number 2, we are not appeasing anybody, and we do not do demolition of anybody by asking him his name or his surname or his religion. But yes, because you brought it out again and again, let me tell you, Mr. Kejriwal funds Hajj House but has never funded a single rupee to any Hindu temple. Because you have brought it up, let me tell you that imams were paid salary but not a single pandit.
Acha, now you are deviating and I do not have time for this. I do not have time for mandirs and masjids. I'm sorry, you always deviate from the subject, sir. I do not have so much time.